by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The Sooners will move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Going up top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate. For fortuitous balance, a nice break to him. Makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move at the 30. Lowers those pads. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's still 3rd and goal. Toss to the outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. So Auburn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Here, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown.
And just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
10, Auburn, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes a man miss. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd...
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Got it behind the line. It's Hunter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. And
fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. The Sooners pick up the first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot, if you want, on 2nd and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Looking for space. It's Mars. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Snowed under by the defense.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring that.
So you know the defense is going to be king in two, right? Because he's hurting them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Thorne. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no...
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticking.
Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. He looks that one in nicely. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. On the move is the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get...
Touchdown, Auburn! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw. It's Arnold. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Makes the catch. It's Burks. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the back. Just steamrolling the defense. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're down to the 20, first and 10. Quickly complete.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to get the edge on the right. And the Sooners will move the sticks.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught behind the line. It's Hunter. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Arnold. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Try to get it to the edge. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
He's got it, and they convert. The Sooners will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Thorne. coming after him. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give as they work on that clock. Open space at the 25. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll toss it to the left. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, going up top. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And they got him for the sack.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good